Welcome to day 11, and today you're going to be learning about basic mating patterns. Now, basic mating patterns are extremely important because we know that if you checkmate your opponent, you've won the game, right? So, let me just show you, let, let's say this is black to move, okay? So you guys obviously know about the bank rank checkmate, right? The king cannot go here or here because they'll get checked with the rook. And you cannot go here or here or here because your own pawns are blocking your king. So this is one important thing to remember, and we can take it a step further. Um, this is still mate because you cannot go here, here, remember? And yeah, you cannot go here. Those two pawns are blocking you. But the reason why you cannot go, the king cannot go here is because this bishop is covering the h2 square. That is the bank rank checkmate, as we've discussed in the video. But if you haven't seen it, please go check out the bank rank checkmate video. But if you did see the bank rank checkmate video, then this is just a refresh. This is a review. Anyways, let's go to the next one. Let me just clear the board. And starting with actually, yeah, let's keep it black to move. Anyways, now this is a very simple checkmate. Queen e1 is checkmate, and it's kind of like the bank rank checkmate because notice how you can't go here, here, and here because of the rook, right? You cannot go here, and the queen, yeah, you cannot go. Well, whoops, you can't go here, and you can't go here. So technically, all of your spaces are gone, and you're in checkmate. This is again kind of like the bank rank checkmate, but without the three pawns. I would call this like the edge checkmate because the king is at the edge. If we like, if we let's say, okay, let's say this is white, white to move. Why is there the engine right over here? I don't understand why. Yeah, give me a moment to get rid of this. Okay, so this is white to move, right? Um, and this is checkmate, right? This is a very simple checkmate. Again, this double file, right? The king has nowhere to go. I don't know why my mouse is not being cooperative today, but yeah, this is the bank rank checkmate, but without the three pawns. And as you can see, I like to call this the edge checkmate because no matter what, like we've seen this example where like the two pieces go here, right? The king is at the edge, right, and is being checkmated. So I would like to call this the edge checkmate. If this king were to go, like, let's say right here, this would be also an edge checkmate. As you can see, the double files are being taken off. You can even call this the double file checkmate. Anyways, that is it on the double file checkmate. Why is this engine over here? I have no idea, but let's go to another one. This time will be black. And as you can see, as I set up this board and remove the engine, I don't know why today it's not allowing me to get the engine off. Um, okay, so this is black to move, right? Notice how the queen and the bishop are lined together in this diagonal, right? The h8 to a1 diagonal. So this would be checkmate. Oh wait, this is white to move. Hold on. Okay, so this would be checkmate. So, and the reason, okay, so let's stop. Let's analyze why. So, as we come over here, right, the king, because of the queen, has no legal squares to go, right? Even if this pawn were to be gone, the white king cannot go to this square because this queen's gonna check no matter what. And the king cannot take this queen because of this bishop. right? This bishop is protecting the queen. And as you can see, this is the queen and bishop checkmate. Um, if we go over here, actually, let's flip it this side. Let's make it white's turn to checkmate. Anyways, let's just break it down. This is white to move. Alright, so obviously we have this checkmate, right? Check, right? The king goes over here, and you just checkmate. Why is this on? Let me get rid of the engine. I thought I already turned it off. Yeah, let me put the engine off. Okay, so as you can see, this is checkmate. Okay, so let's go back. So as you can see, this queen and bishop are lined up in the b8 to h2 diagonal. And as you can see, both are attacking this pawn right over here, right? So the queen can check. The king cannot take because of the bishop. Thanks to the bishop, the queen cannot be captured, as the king has only one legal square to go, which is a8. And this is checkmate. As you can see, even if those two pawns were to be gone, the king can still not go anywhere because of the white queen and the bishop. This is another example of a queen and bishop checkmate. Now, as I show you, let me just go to one of my games because I had this recently. Um, as I slowly bring up the board, bring up the analysis board, you'll see what I'm talking about. So as yeah, I earned some points. And let's go to the analysis, okay. We don't need the engine as well. So we can just do it all on our own. And yeah, I got it. It's fine. All right, so we're in the self-analysis. Now, okay, so I just played, oh, okay. So I just played knight g5, okay? I played knight g5, and the thing is that, look what I'm threatening with this. I'm threatening queen h7 checkmate. And as you can see, um, black gets tunnel vision and plays h6, which is a blunder, and you have the classic checkmate. Now let's take a moment here. So how does this make it a queen and knight checkmate? This is a queen and knight checkmate. So what it does is the knight, like, it can be over here. Most of the times it will be over here, but it can go, like, for example, if like this knight can also go over here to help the queen checkmate. But this is an example of the queen and knight checkmate. As you can see, black has no legal squares to go, right? And this queen is checkmating this black king. You cannot take this queen because my knight is protecting the queen. So that's how it works. This is how a queen and knight checkmate work. It's important to note that g6 is the only way to stop it. The reason why, you're just cutting off the diagonal for the queen. If I were to go to, like, let's say, if I played f6 or f5, let me just do, actually, f5 is fine, but let's say if I did f6, this would still be a blunder because, yeah, the king has nowhere to go. Notice how this knight is protecting this square, right? Which is also very important. If your knight is on g5, or if I flip the board over, if you're in black's perspective and your knight is on g4, but for this example, this knight is protecting this square. Notice how that, and the queen, just finishes off. If this was black, to do the knight and queen checkmate, and let's say if I my rook over here, um, let's say his knight will be over here, right? And then the queen just goes to the square. Yeah, that's another example of queen check. Even if I did f3, it wouldn't work because this knight is protecting the square. This is how a queen and knight checkmate can be useful, but that's just another thing. Let me just show you one last basic checkmate. Let's just go back to the analysis board. Okay, so as I clear the board, now this is important because this one's a very unique checkmate. Anyways, let's go here. So this is checkmate. This is knight c7 checkmate. Um, yeah, sure. Like, look at the king. It's at the corner, right? It's at the corner. And notice how it can't go in any direction. And the reason why is because his own pieces is blocking the king's escape. And that's why, since the king has no legal move, this is basically a checkmate. We call this the smothered mate because this king has no legal moves because his own pieces is blocking the king from being checkmated. Well, no, not checkmated, but his own pieces are blocking the king's movement, and that is an example of smothered mate. Let me just go back. Ah, oh my god. I don't know why this engine is, yeah, so let's just go to a typical position that you would normally see. This is how we would implement the smothered mate in real life. Okay, so let me just do the classic, um, you know, turn it on and turn it off. Okay, so apparently, okay, all right. Anyways, let's go. So this is black to move, right? So here's how we would checkmate with the smothered mate. Obviously, there's actually two checkmates you can do. There's this, which is the bank rank checkmate, right? We just take, and this would be instantly checkmate. But I don't know why I did a poor positioning, but let's just say this rook was all over on a1. But then the smothered mate would work, right? Even this position would work. Okay, so check, right? Knight f2 check. This is the start of the smothered mate. King g1. And then you go to h3. You cannot take because because the queen and knight are checking the king. If you take here, you'll get checked. If you take here, you'll also get checked. So the king has to go here. Notice how you can't. If you go here, this is basically a checkmate. Again, remember, as we've discussed, this is a queen and knight checkmate. So the king goes here. Now, let me just show you, well, when I was starting as a beginner and I found out this checkmate, this shocked me. But you are going to be shocked as well. Find the move, except queen takes c1, checkmate. Find a mate in 2, and feel free to pause this video if you'd like. Alright, so I hope you did some, thinking. This is the killer move. Queen g1, check. You're sacrificing a queen. Notice how the king cannot take because of the knight. And if you take my queen, I'll give you checkmate. This classic smothered checkmate. And that is it on basic checkmates. I hope you found this extremely helpful. So you can click over here to go to the next video, or you can click over here to view the entire playlist. And I'll see you in the next video.